Features. You may remember last January, I made a video celebrating President Biden's announcement of a temporary pause on pending approvals of liquefied natural gas export.
Had a lot of requests to talk about this, so it's time for class. We're going to go through this and cover this, and I'm going to show you how everything has played out. Okay, so what was Biden's LNG pause? It was a pause on permits for new construction of LNG facilities. It didn't stop any current exports. It didn't stop the construction of any export facilities that were currently underway and in progress. LNG exports have skyrocketed under the Biden administration, so they were under a lot of pressure from climate activists to institute this pause. So they did it. They're going to do a full analysis on the climate impacts of LNG exports and expanding them further. The problem is the study they did did not make anyone happy. It didn't make the fossil fuel industry happy, and it didn't make the climate activists happy. So the whole point of LNG, what everyone's talked about, is that it's transitory to replace coal, reduce coal emissions. And the study has found that, yes, some tout LNG means to reduce the use of coal overseas, and to date that has been the case. But the study says, today shows a world in which additional U.S. LNG exports displace more renewables than coal globally. So what they're saying is, yes, today it is displacing more coal and it's reducing coal burning and consumption, but in the future it's going to displace renewable energy. And that I agree with. Here's the problem with the report, though. This was a huge miss. Unconstrained exports of LNG will increase costs for the average American household by over $100 per year by 2050. $100 per year, 2050. A little over $8 a month. Here is why that is the dumbest argument anyone's ever made. Let me pose this question. Have your utility bills gone up by more than $8 and change a month in the last 4 years? Yes. Yes, they have. A lot more. In many places, they've gone up by thousands of dollars a year. And they're over here talking about $100 a year, 26 years down the road? That is a complete swing and a miss. But why is this happening? That's the thing I really want to talk about. Utilities that are building renewable energy are getting massive subsidies to do it, much greater than 10 times the subsidies the fossil fuel industry gets. So while your taxpayers are literally paying for wind farms, solar farms, and transmission lines, at the exact same time, they're going to their regulators and asking for rate increases so you can pay for it on your bill too. And that is because renewable energy that keeps being touted as cheap renewable energy, it is cheap. It's just not cheap for you. It's only cheap for the person building it because you're paying for all of it. Part of it through the government with your tax dollars and the subsidies, and part of it directly on your bill. You're paying for all of that. So yes, it is super cheap for utility companies. Not at all cheap for you. And I'll finish with this. The creator wanted you to sign a petition so Biden would stop Trump from overturning this. They've already said they're not going to do it. The comment period for the pause goes into the Trump administration, and it will ultimately be his decision, and we all know he's going to overturn the pause. Overturning the pause is not going to have some immediate impact on exports. These are facilities that haven't even been built yet, and these facilities take a long time to build. We would actually see the results of this pause being overturned probably in the 3rd or 4th year of the Trump administration. That's all of it. I'm done. Please comment if you have any questions. Thanks.